Hello, everyone. Welcome to this new episode of Shop Local Designers. I'm very excited today because we have a very special guest. I had the privilege of witnessing her creations at the last Fashion Week, an amazing brand and an amazing initiative. So it's a pleasure and an honor to have here today with us Sylvia from Leafy Natural Couture. Hi, Sylvia.
Hello, how are you? Thank you so much for this wonderful introduction. Happy
Absolutely.
to be here.
Thank you, Sylvia. So again, I had the chance to see your creations at the last Fashion Weeks. Was last September, almost a year ago. But that was the spring summer collection. So
Uh-huh.
actually, very on point when it comes to the current season. The format is well known to our viewers. We're going to go over 8 questions in 8 minutes. So it's a pretty fast-paced show, but allows you to describe your business. So, are you ready?
Yes, let's go.
Okay. So let's start with the first question. Where is the business based, and when did you start?
Our business is based in Brazil, our production, and also the silk manufacturing. It's also done in Brazil. And we started 10 years ago. We completed 10 years in February this year. So we started in 2010.
Okay, awesome. Well, it's been already 10 years on the run
Yeah,
then. Eh?
yes. We're established, I think, at this point.
Absolutely. So, um, if you would describe your brand in a nutshell, what would you like to share with us?
Leafy Natural Couture, it's a sustainable brand. We started from the first year as a sustainable brand, working with recycled materials, with um, artisanal silk, which that's like one of the main components of our creations right now. The
Hmm.
silk is all produced in Brazil under an artisanal matter, and we do only work with natural dyes.
Hmm.
So that alone makes it completely sustainable. And then the second component, which is the production, every piece is done by hand using only a needle and a thread. We employ at this point 28 crochet women in rural and fishing villages in the south of Brazil,
Hmm.
and they're all able to work out of their own homes. So they can raise their children, they take care of their husbands. It's a different culture still over there. So we're very happy that we are able to create this super artisanal, high end, beautiful product.
Yeah,
In
so
my,
it's
my
sustainable not only when it comes to the raw material, but it's a sustainable also in terms of way of life of the
absolutely.
people involved.
Absolutely, and then it's wonderful that we can bring this work to them, and they can still work out of their own homes.
Hmm.
So, which later on we'll get more into detail. But
Yeah,
we had been working throughout COVID without stopping for one day.
yeah, that turned out to be a great plus.
Yes, yes,
uh,
absolutely.
So you mentioned how important is the local community where the business is established. So what do you like the most about that the neighborhood where you
Well,
established your company?
we have the company. In a small fishing village called
Hmm.
Garopaba in the south of Brazil. 1,500 people only live there.
Hmm.
So it's wonderful that it's besides being a beautiful natural spot. We have 8 beaches, like just amazing nature, mountains, waterfalls, and find all these women. They're married to the fishermen, or some of them are grandmas, some of them the ages vary from 19 to 79 years old. To be able to bring something back to this place that I grew up in, going for summers with my family, and I've been living in the United States for 30 years on and off now, but to be able to create something with the community that I so much love and appreciate, that is for me the biggest gift.
Hmm. Wow, yeah, and absolutely. There is. I saw the video that you shared on your platforms, and we will share that as well. And you really
Mm.
get the sense of the local community and how integrated this experience is really all around. But again, the advantages of the world of these days is that you can implement these local context on digital platforms. And of course, we can find Leafy Couture on the internet with the website and the Instagram profile, especially. But if so, you already are present, of course, on online platforms. But which social media like platform you privilege for your brand, or you know?
Ultimately, it's Instagram,
Hmm.
also a little Facebook, but Instagram has really, especially at this times of social distancing,
Hmm.
it's been one way to connect and sell also, and we've actually been producing masks
Hmm.
since. The situation with COVID started,
Sure.
um, to help, donating to nurses in different hospitals in the United States and in Brazil, and also selling them. So keep a means of, people weren't really buying for the first
Sure.
few weeks until people, didn't knew what was going to happen.
Yeah.
So Instagram for us is definitely the way to go.
Yeah, and you have I mean the aesthetically the Instagram profile is very pleasant. It's like there is a nice consistency in terms of tones and colors and the kind of messages that are related to these very exotic
And
uh,
natural. So this
locations.
this one picture that you're scrolling through right
Hmm.
now, that this man and this is one of our farms where we have like the war, the
Yeah,
silk farms.
yeah.
So yeah, it's just a beautiful it's a
Mhm.
beautiful like process all around.
Yeah,
So I'm
and
happy
again.
you like my page. Thank you.
Absolutely. No, no. And again, with Instagram, so it's the best way to get in touch with Leafy. Sure,
Yeah,
if you want to check the products, especially.
yeah.
Can you talk about like what is your the most exciting upcoming project that you're working on?
Absolutely,
Hmm.
absolutely. We have a lot going on. A couple of things on hold because of the situation right now, but we're releasing our new collection.
Hmm.
That's going to be called Birdsong. You're the first one to know that.
Oh, that's great. Thank
And
you.
during, when I was finalizing the collection the last few months, I was in Brazil, and nature was abounding to such a wonderful level that different birds that we never had in the area were coming in with these
Hmm.
beautiful songs, and so I was very inspired by that, and decided to call the collection Bird Song. But it's a collection that is, I think our best collection yet. Put a lot of love and I had all like my girls, my women working together to make this happen. Like some of our pieces takes
Hmm.
about 3 to 4 weeks to make one dress, where the woman working full time
Wow.
on a piece. And also, we incorporated with the silk crochet. We work with a fish leather from the Amazon that's sustainably farmed.
Hmm.
So basically, we're using byproducts. So this collection is very based on this fish called pirarucu.
Hmm.
That's an Amazonian fish that doesn't exist elsewhere in the world besides Brazil and Peru. I would like to show you a photo of the pirarucu fish.
Uh-huh. Oh, okay. Wow.
And
Yeah, that's a river fish, right? Yeah.
It's a river fish. It's up to 100 pounds. It's like a very large fish, but we just basically reuse the skin after it's consumed
I
for
see.
its meat. So
Okay.
it's super sustainable, super durable. It has so we were incorporating with the crochet, and you'll be seeing soon on the next
Wow, we are excited. We can.
the collection. But we started working with Pirarucu. You've seen some of the photos last year, but it was such a big success. People really loved it, and so we're incorporating different materials. And just to find us the other leather that we're working with that is going to become our new leather
Mhm.
is made out of leaf. It's a leaf
Oh.
leather. So I just don't want to be showing too many pictures, but the leaf is called an elephant ear leaf. So the
Mhm.
process that we go through, that we lather it with a sap from a tree, and we let it dry, and then it becomes an actual leather. So we use the entire leaf to create designs instead of using any kind of animal leather. We're just gonna go straight
Yeah.
into like vegan leather, but not
Mhm.
only vegan as a processed vegan, but we wanted to use leaves and banana leaves and different leaves that we're working in the process of developing right now.
Yeah, that's what amazes me is that there are the alternatives in place, but we need creative people and visionary designers like you in order to actually implement these concepts, which again shows us that the fashion industry can be again innovative, can be creative, but can also be sustainable
And political, in a
and
way that you
responsible.
are actually able to work with, with minority communities, with, sustainable products, and that's I think the way that fashion should be going forward
Yeah.
in
So
general.
this is so in your words, basically, you already talk about what is the impact of your business in your community.
Yes, yes, it's helping them, and then people seem to every year that it goes by. When I started, it was not, not everybody understood my concept, but I think that people are really understanding and really wanting to support brands that
Hmm. Yeah.
are doing like slow fashion things
Hmm.
that are for pieces that you're gonna have for the rest of your life instead of buying something that you're gonna wear a couple of times
Yeah.
and it's gonna fall apart. So I think it's a really good moment for us. We're standing really strong, and we were able to keep all our women working throughout all the last three
Yeah.
months full
Well, that
time.
is that is a
So
great news. That is a great news because again, and isn't it funny that almost a year ago, in Sustainable Fashion Week sounded so ahead of the curve, and now instead this is really the mainstream conversation that is happening. I think it's
it's flipping, and it's about time. And I think
yeah,
that the fashion industry is one of the most polluting industries in the world, and something had to change. And we didn't know
definitely.
what it was, but now we know, and I have no doubt that the consumer is going to be ready for
Yeah.
the new normal. It's the sustainable normal.
Absolutely. And so with these local productions and your clientele spread all over the world, and making these amazing collections and dresses. Um, what is I'm pretty sure you have a lot of satisfaction doing your job, but what is the best compliment you have received
Oh.
from a customer?
um, um, also, I would say I had a client that was a friend client that she said, I would like to get married just to wear one of your dresses,
Wow.
and then she did get married, and she did wear. So we made a custom bridal dress for her,
Wow.
and I was actually at the wedding in France last year.
That is amazing. It's
So
a
that
special
was
feeling, right?
I had the goosebumps talking about it.
I believe that, of course.
and and also how women feel like they're wearing nature, because it's just like the feeling of the silk is so soft. It's the way that it's made with so much love, so people feel like empowered, as like
Yeah,
doing something, wearing the something that means something, and it's so
yeah.
comfortable at the same time.
Yeah. Well,
So
I can tell you what was the best compliment that I heard about your dresses at the
yeah,
Fashion Week
please.
when I was taking pictures of the models, and I really loved your creations, and I asked them, ladies, how do you feel in these dresses? And they said, well, you know what? They are so soft and light that, and we have to wear dresses because we have, in when we go on a runway. But this, we really loved it
Oh, that's
because it's
wonderful.
so
Thank
soft
you.
and light that
Yeah,
we actually are loving it, and that's
yeah,
why.
that's
Yeah,
it. That's the idea. That's wonderful to hear.
absolutely. So, last but not least, there are many qualities of your brand, but if you would point out like a reason why you feel your brand is special, what is that?
Think because we've been like solely based on, like, from the day one, on doing something special, something sustainable, respecting the earth, respecting
Mhm.
women, creating opportunities for these women that otherwise would not be working,
Mhm.
and just like making a dent on the like on this new fashion movement, and being one of the first companies that started off as 100% sustainable, and we're really proud of that. I think that's going to be our legacy, and just um, I couldn't ask for anything else.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, that is great, Sylvia. Well, it's really great. Thank you for sharing your experience with this, with your amazing initiatives. Initiative. Kudos to you, and we wish you the best and good luck about this
Thank
experience.
you.
Considering that you have this new collection coming up, so thank you
Yeah.
very
So
much.
yeah, stay tuned for Bird Song. It's going to be released next week, and